this was the only matchup in this Canadian Pro Series Season 3 finals that he favored.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see if he can do it. FinalFlash talked about needing to be more patient, especially in this matchup.
Yeah.
The patience and FinalFlash don't exactly go hand in hand, so we will see how that works out. Here we go.
Yeah, we'll see. The character matchup is most definitely in FinalFlash's favor, but the player matchup can be a really big thing. All right, immediately we see a little bit more aggression here from Deuces than I was expecting. Going in, spacing things out, and this is exactly where he wants to be. And immediately you see Deuces is back on V-Skill 1.
So he might be treating it sort of like how Dash treats V-Skill 1 versus V-Skill 2. It's Fireball matchup versus non-Fireball matchup.
That
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. And, you know, with V-Skill 1, you have the opportunity to reflect Fireball or even absorb for V-Meter, which is pretty good stuff.
It also lets him go on offense a little bit harder as well. You talked about that light confirm being super important, not only as a defensive option, as a counter hit, but even when you're going in on offense with those dive drill kicks, you can just find a way to find a confirm and go to work. And you're going to need to jump against Chun-Li to get around her long, heavy buttons.
And immediately you see, you know, how slow of a matchup this is going to be. We're at 30 seconds, and Deuces is just sitting on that life lead. He knows he does not have to do much.
Yeah, we talked about earlier how FinalFlash tends to just explode his V-trigger.
Yeah.
Notice that he only went activation and then it stopped.
Yeah, exactly.
He actually wants to be patient. He's looking for windows with which to punish Deuces, and now we're seeing how that works out. Forgot about the orb for a second. That could be bad news.
All right, V-trigger now from Deuces.
Overhead.
And that's, oh, no combo, but gets a throw.
Has a huge life lead and can wait.
There might not be enough time left for this to happen.
There's critical art. He's got to find one hit.
He's going to take all the throws and not quick rise any of it.
Yeah.
Good stuff from Deuces there.
Whoops.
Making the right choice.
Somebody opened the share menu.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
All right, getting into it. And I mean, really, I feel like the story of the set is really going to come down to FinalFlash's offense, because he's only going to get a couple of opportunities any round.
Yeah.
And if he can't capitalize on them, it's going to be really tough. All right, here's one of them.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Off of text, we're going to see a whole ton of EX legs on the side of FinalFlash.
Yeah, can he keep Deuces in this corner? Already, Deuces fighting for space. V-reversal, smart stuff.
Yeah. Deuces is going to take a lead and sort of force this one out. He wants FinalFlash to go a little more unconventional than he normally does.
Yeah. I really like that V-reversal because he does have enough life to build up another one, but also based on the first round, he knows that he doesn't really need it. It's not really the deciding factor in the match so far.
Okay,
all right, a lot of damage here. Misses his meaty setup with the down forward hard kick. All right. A chance now. FinalFlash with the life lead.
Yeah, but critical art fully on the side of Deuces. Deuces can pull the string at any time.
No anti-air there. And on the back of that, FinalFlash is going to get the throw and take a round.
All right.
Good stuff.
So you talked about this matchup being more or less even. This is going to be one of those cases where whoever makes the right decision within the last 40 seconds might actually take the rounds.
Yeah, you know, you saw the classic story there. Deuces can play perfect for 40, 50 seconds, but, you know, one knockdown is all it takes. All right, back to this patient style.
All right. I like how patient FinalFlash is being with that life lead. Life about even here, doesn't need to force too many issues, can sort of look for something that Deuces can try. One of the things that I've seen that's absolutely crazy for a lot of Chun players, he doesn't have the full meter now, but I've seen whiff punishes of Stand Fierce into critical art, and you're like, yo, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, if you got the option available, it's definitely something you need to put in the Monop player's mind.
Yeah,
that's
big time jump in there for
looking for stun now.
FinalFlash. Tried the throw bait for the stun.
And immediately you see the V-trigger to help build some space, get rid of that stun.
Yeah, and he does find the jump in.
Check after the air reset. FinalFlash, game one.
Yeah, the most important part about those 2-round wins, he beat Deuces while Deuces had V-trigger active. He didn't let Deuces back him off or do anything. He made sure that he maintained his offense in a smart way to make sure that he managed to hold on to that life lead and not get caught with any of the V-trigger shenanigans. One of the things that are different, though, that he needs to be aware of, and it's the bane of all charge players, and Deuces uses it very effectively, is that overhead.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing that kind of changes the contours of this matchup for Season 5 specifically is Menat's V-Trigger 1 got buffed in terms of time. Previously, because it only lasted, I think, 20 seconds, maybe less, is that in a lot of cases you could run away from Menat actually when she had V-Trigger. But in this case, your best option to keep it at bay is probably just pressure her while it's active, because it lasts for 30 seconds now. Yeah,
there's no reason to continue to back off. It's not a tool where you back off if you have the advantage. And I think FinalFlash has recognized that and is doing really well with it so far.
Yeah. I wonder, will we see any adaptation, any change in the pattern from Deuces? He has a life lead here, but he's got to keep it away somehow. Finds the counter hit low forward into activation, and just like that, life lead for FinalFlash, going in, looking for pressure.
That was
activation.
The delay on that forward, okay. The delay on that forward medium punch was really, really smart on the part of FinalFlash. He's trying to bait Deuces into throwing out anything.
Yep.
And Deuces stayed patient, but right now it is FinalFlash with the life lead. Doesn't have to go in, but he did.
Oh, no convert off of that. The orb coming in to save him. He could have won the round off of that. He had the meter at his disposal. 18 seconds left.
Big time chip with that V-Trigger is now expired.
Life lead is still in FinalFlash's favor. 10 seconds.
Now,
now
no.
I think it's in Deuce's favor now.
Now it's definitely in Deuce's favor. Needs to find a way in. Needs to be smart about his approach.
And
1
super.
second.
Ooh, okay, I thought he was going to super for the timer scam, but he doesn't even need it. Manages to take it.
Wow.
All the rounds Deuces has won so far. Timeout. Maybe that's his game plan here.
Yeah, Deuces is going to make sure that we stay here till like 3 in the morning. If he continues on this path. Okay. Well, so one of the, there's that wake up critical art.
Super.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so one of the things that we need to see from Deuces that needs to change, we've seen now several really, really poorly spaced dive kicks, and that has led to a ton of damage on the part of FinalFlash. There's the overhead, once again, that we talked about earlier. Nice whiff
Great
punish. Or it wasn't a whiff punish, it was a block punish. That was beautiful nonetheless.
I do like Deuces spending the critical art early. These rounds have been going so long that he knows he's going to build up more meter.
He might even get a second one.
Yeah, no kidding. Good V-reversal here. Staying away, but no anti-air.
I think FinalFlash needs to recognize that the anti-airs aren't there. There we go.
Good stuff.
Has a life lead. He can push back now. He doesn't have to keep pressing.
Wow, just still going in.
Oh no, this could be bad news.
Legs. What's the mix-up?
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, overhead.
What a reset, and that's going to do it.
He has another critical art. He could have done it.
He could have done it.
He actually could have done it.
Didn't even need it, but he was dashing up to follow up. But there you go, 1-1. On the back of some solid, lame play in Street Fighter V. Who would thunk it?
Yeah, no, solid work here from Deuces.
I mean, I don't think there needs to be any particular change in playstyle for FinalFlash. When he's gotten in, he's made the most of his offense. It's just on the margins. He's got to make the most of those jump-ins where there's no anti-air.
Yeah, currently. We'll have to see if that continues. He's also got to be cautious when it comes to... Nice. Okay, he's got to be cautious when it comes to the dive kicks. Yep. Try to figure out whether or not Deuces has those. And he needs to change... I think the only thing he really needs to change is once he has the life lead, he doesn't have to press. One of the things that Chun-Li is very good at is winning the scrambles. Yeah. And Menat is not a good scramble character.
No,
if
not
you're
at all.
forcing Menat to scramble, you can win.
Yeah.
So...
mistimed the V-skill one there. Oh, absorbing, getting a little bit more V-meter. Oh, great dancing around the fireball there. Gets a back throw.
V-trigger available.
Yeah,
for
just
FinalFlash.
a little bit more, and he'll be
He's looking for a stand fierce activation. There it is.
There it is. Oh,
confirm it there.
Convert.
Nice try there. Still has the life lead. Surprised that he's continuing to go in, and now this chip could prove to be a problem.
Not airtight pressure though, and he's going to get back thrown for his troubles. That said, he is sitting on critical art. One confirm could do it if it's from the right starter.
Yeah, that could have been it.
Looking for the low forward. This should do it.
Yeah, good conversion.
There we go. Didn't even need to spend a second meter. Good stuff. Deuces looking to go up 2-0.
FinalFlash needs to be nice
Great
jump,
jump.
in. Magical jump there. Read the stand medium punch like a fireball, continuing to put on the pressure. He can back off now.
I like the use of the EX to get him a little bit more corner carry. If he can keep Deuces here, it's all good news for him. No anti-air again.
Okay, so one of the things I like that FinalFlash is doing is putting on the pressure when Deuces does not have the orb. There are a lot of limited options, especially anti-air options, when it comes to dealing with the orb pressure.
Yeah, Crouch Fierce is a little bit worse. There's no threat of EX Soul Throw.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you can get Monop blocking without the orb, you got to stay on her.
Okay.
V-trigger activation, full stick of butter.
So one of the things Deuces likes to do, he will reflect that fireball and walk forward. He's trying to bait a jump so he can EX Soul Throw and get his offense started, especially when he's activating off of that. You need to watch out for the orbs.
Yeah, and there's the super. What a conversion from Deuces. A great presence of mind to recognize that he was going to get the hit.
He's going to back off now.
Yeah, no, he's got to play this lame as possible.
30 seconds.
Trigger running out for FinalFlash, but that knockdown's going to mean FinalFlash
the orb is also not with him.
Recall? There it is. Oh, and this is bad news for FinalFlash unless he finds another magic jump.
Yeah, there are no resources that
Dashing
he has available
in
to
and
him.
no anti-air!
10 seconds. Goes for the overhead.
Overhead did not have the meter to threaten EX spinning bird and a jump back. Good stuff from Deuces. Going to put himself up 2-1.
All right. Deuces just like, wow. He let out a bit of a sigh of relief there. He did need to have it. The pressure was coming from FinalFlash for sure. FinalFlash on the back foot now. Needs to figure something out. Needs to try, or his tournament life is done.
I mean, if I'm FinalFlash, the thing I take away from the end of that round there is that the anti-airs are there, but in the pressure situations, you know, they're a little less likely. And so maybe at those tense moments, the jump is not a fantastic idea, but maybe it's not a bad idea either. I mean, the game that he managed to win and the rounds that he's managing to win are off of those jumps. They've been so well timed so far.
Yeah, FinalFlash doesn't look like the worst for wear right now.
Yeah,
he's the big thing he's done is take off his jacket. Now he's like really, really getting into it. A lot of the things that he was doing was right. Putting on the pressure when the orb is not available. Trying to find spaces where he can attack. Just trying to win in neutral after Deuces sacrifices some of it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he can find a window to finish.
And he went to character select, just a costume change, a little bit of a breather.
Yeah.
All right, jumping in, keeping this pressure going. Deuces walking backwards to avoid the throw. Oh, a back throw. That is really unfortunate, but manages to switch sides again.
All right, so one of the things that's that's a good jump in. If you're FinalFlash, you take those trades all day.
Yep.
One of the things that's really, really interesting here.
No,
there's the jump in again. All right. So one of the things that's really interesting here is we saw a couple of dive kicks earlier from Deuces.
Is this stunned?
Not quite. It's an arrow bit. No, he didn't do it. That's fine.
This should do it. FinalFlash taking that in dominating fashion.
Yeah, there were 2 drill kicks that came out in this round. You can see from the startup to where they ended, both were very poorly spaced.
Yeah.
So FinalFlash might be able to recognize that, take the hit of the dive kick to get a huge chunk of change back on negative frames. But we'll have to see.
A little bit of some strange choices from FinalFlash in this round. There was a spinning bird kick in neutral. Not sure what he was looking for. Oh, that's an okay trade for FinalFlash. You got to get some damage on the board.
The jump roundhouse is good especially against the. Actually, they're kind of both the same stand roundhouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's finding ways in because Deuces is not finding ways out. I think he's looking for an orb. He's looking for a stand medium punch or something. But because that's one of the few things where the EX bird kick will actually work, because the way the stand medium punch goes out, there's a small hitbox where the hand is, and you notice that on the back end of that, Deuces ended up on the other side.
Yeah.
So it's similar to the anti-air EX bird kick that he might be just looking for a couple of stray hits here or there.
Makes sense. Oh, gets a jump in,
again.
Stays in front. That looked like it was threatening cross-up.
Yeah, big time damage. Gonna chase it down. Neutral jump, no anti-air.
Oh, no convert there on the first few hits of spinning EX legs.
Yeah, there's no V reversal available. Still in trigger.
What's the mix-up? Plus frames.
Overhead again.
Overhead. Oh, no convert with his last orb. But there it is. Last orb coming in to save him.
Yeah, there was going to be an activation of that V trigger. EX legs was probably what FinalFlash was looking for. Deuces match point.
All right.
Nice
There
answer.
you go. The anti-air is when it counts.
Yeah, spend that. That works.
Yeah. All right, Deuces playing this full screen game. He is A-OK.
Jump roundhouse doing wonders too.
Still working on a perfect. Oh, no, there's the chip.
Yeah, just you can continue to wait that out. The one drawback to Chun-Li's jumping, of course, is it does take a long time, whether it's the V-skill jump or the other one.
Yeah, it's a
Still
little bit
works
floaty.
out. Yeah, so you take those trades when you have the life lead. When you don't, it's not very good for Final Flash. Activation.
All right, he's got his way in here. This is the difference. Gets a throw. Spending it.
He's looking for confirm.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Looking to confirm, not just doing it on block now. Good stuff from Flash, but Deuces moving in now with the orb pressure.
Oh, that's not good.
All right, 2 orbs left. Deuces knows he can hang on to them for another 5 seconds or so. Oh, there you go, spends one of them. Oh, and just a orb toss in neutral is going to take it. Deuces 3-1 over Final Flash. We'll take it over to the stage, maybe get some impressions from Deuces.
Congratulations to Deuces. Going to be moving on.